Welcome to another Mercedes video, this 2009 Mercedes C200, and in this video I'm going to be changing the thermostat. So something I've noticed when I've been driving is the temperature gauge here was usually between the 40 and the 80, so 60 degrees Celsius is way too low for running temperature, and it might get up to the 80 mark if I'm idling in traffic, but it's clearly not getting up to temperature, so that means the thermostat's gone. So that's why I'm going to be changing. So I'll pop the bonnet and start removing the thermostat. Now on these W204 C-Class Mercedes, the bonnet catch is down there it is, and the OBD port is right next to it, so you just pull that to release it. And so under here you've got to lift it up, and then you feel for the catch there. I don't know if you can see that on camera. You just lift it up and open the bonnet. Now, like most Mercedes, you can actually raise this bonnet even higher to what's called the service position. So just where it's pretty much vertical, which is handy if you want to work on the engine. So to get to the thermostat, you need to pop off this engine cover. And I've noticed there was a split in that. Unfortunately, it's not going to get any better. I might look for a replacement. These sort of things you usually find on eBay, and that gives us access to this lovely 2.1 litre diesel engine, which I believe was also used in the Sprinter vans. And the thermostat is right here. So we've got one of the engine cover brackets there that's held on by an E10. You've got a bowl at the top, and I think that's the bad boy underneath the fuel rail. We've got two hoses here. I think that's a return to the expansion tank, and the other hose is the top radiator hose. They need to come off, and we need to move these fuel hoses out of the way so I can get to the two E10 bolts there at the bottom. So it's not too bad of a job to do, and that's basically how you change the thermostat on the E10. But I'll set you up and you can watch me undoing this thermostat. Oh, and I forgot to mention this bracket as well. There's a bracket that's held on by 3 Torx. Now some people say take the auxiliary belt off, but I don't think you need to do that. I'll just undo this one bolt and this E10 just below the cool return hose, and it should just free the thermostat off. So without any further ado, let's get this thermostat removed. So first thing I'm going to do is remove these two hoses. I'll start with the return hose here. So look, and I should have known this was going to happen. Should have put some penetrating fluid on this. There we go. Flat-bladed screwdriver's got it loose. Thought I was going to have to stop the camera and get some more tools and some WD, but no, flat-bladed screwdriver saved the day. Just undo this clip. And straight away run to the next problem, which I've prepared for. Just get me pliers. Can I get in? No, a bit difficult. So pick. And this is as prepared. But these hoses tend to weld themselves on. So just get them with the pick. Just carefully run it round. Try not to damage anything. That clip is all the way out. Try again with these pliers. twist it and just unscrew the cap off the coolant expansion tank in case there's a vacuum. Just wiggle it back and forth. I'm going to lose a bit of coolant, but the car's facing uphill, so that should be minimal. So that's the return hose off. Now I want to move this completely out of the way, so I'll just show you there's that. I'm going to undo that. Not part of the plan, but I need to get this hose out of the way. And it's an E10. I can see I'm losing coolant out the thermostat. I'm going to lose a bit. So that means I can move that coolant return hose out of the way and drop the bolt in the process. I can see it, but I can't get to it. So I'm going to have to stop the camera here, and I'm going to have to retrieve that bolt I've just dropped down in the engine bay. So with that little disaster averted with the magnetic pickup tool, it's time to liberate this top hose. Look at that. It should be a bit easier. With the car facing slightly uphill, there should be sort of a high point. So just move that back, and I've got to try pull this top hose off. Again, no surprise, it's welded itself to the thermostat. So a bit of gentle persuasion with a flat bladed screwdriver, just pull it round. Now I'm going to remove this bracket to give me a bit more room to play with. I can also get these fuel hoses out of the way. Again, it's E10 Torx. Right, that's that bracket out of the way. I can move these fuel hoses as well. It gives me a bit more room, and I have a bit more room to play with here when I try to get this top radiator hose out. Now, with these pliers I might even be able to get on it like that. Just give it a bit of a twist. Just to break it free. Oh, there, I could do it. Breaking free. And that's our top hose liberated. And inevitably it's losing a bit of coolant. Not much. Some people say drain it, but I don't need to drain it. Let's see if I can put this top hose in a better place. It's going to be out of the way and not cause me to lose any more coolant. There we go. That'll do nicely. So next thing I don't know if you can see down here is the coolant temperature sensor plug. So if you just press on that, just push with a screwdriver, it should, he says, hopefully come out. There's a tab right at the end of the plug. It should just come out. Careful not to damage anything. Careful use of the pick should help liberate it. There we go. And that is out. Now some people say, why did you try replacing the sensor? And it's actually integrated into the thermostat housing. And like I says, it's not getting up to temperature, so it is the thermostat that's gone. So with the hoses and the electrical connector removed, it's time to remove the 3 E10 Torx bolts. It's like a reverse Torx, but it seems to have a bit of wiring in the way near the fuel rail. So I'm just going to try and... There's a bit of a wiring loom here that's getting in the way of this top bolt. Yeah, I think it's a fuel pressure sensor. The wiring's in the way, so I'm going to have to move that. So there's a tab here, you just pull out. Is it all the way back? Goes a bit further back, or does it? No, don't want to damage anything. Just got to be careful with these connectors, because if you're too rough you just end up breaking them. Yeah, that should be all the way off. Yeah, I need to move this wire out of the way. But just push this up enough to get into this top bolt. Should be able to cheat in myself enough room. I'm also contending with this fuel pressure sensor rail. Alright, I've got it in. So I've got that first bottom bolt started. Actually got interrupted by next door neighbour. Going to help me fit a new battery to his 2011 Chevrolet Captiva. But yeah, this bolt's coming out. I think this is where magnetic pickup tool comes in and just. So no, that's not all the way out. But yeah, there's like hoses and wires in the way, wiring loom in the way. No. Ah, there we go, that's the first bolt out. I didn't pull that top one out. So, see if I can get that bolt out. And that I may have to leave that where it is when thermostat comes out. Right, time for this last bolt. I had to move a bit of wiring loom to get to it. And the good thing about these Alfred socket sets, these advanced ones, is they have a wobble, so it just gives you a bit of a room to play with. I could take the oil filler off to give me a bit more room, but I can manage. Besides, I don't have a tool for that. This wiring loom's becoming a bit of a pain. Keep going. See if I can get that last bolt out with it. No, it still needs undoing a bit more. Right, have I got it undone enough? Nope, doesn't look like it. But what I'll do is, let's see if I can press this thermostat off. Before I forget that, better undo this bolt, this bracket, this bolt for the bracket. Well, that's a bolt for the bracket undone, and it's a bit shorter than the others, so that's something to take note of. And there we go, I managed to free that off. I'm going to have to take that bolt off. Still not quite off. I'll try with the ratchet. Right, it must come off now. So just move these fuel hoses, and there we finally liberated the thermostat. So I'll show you what the new one's like. It looks alright, but obviously if it's not working, it's not working. So it's all buttoned up, and I ended up having to take this bracket off. It just made it a bit easier to get the thermostat in. It's possible, but it's definitely easier. So yep, all buttoned up. I don't know what torques are for this, so I've just gone with gut and tight because it's a German car. Right, just fire it up. Turn that one into bright flames. So just quickly check, make sure we've no leaks. Probably a bit of air cooling system. Yep, I'll just leave the cap on. Yep, just check everything. Yeah, all fuel hoses are back in, connected the temperature sender. Yeah, so I'm happy with that, and that's just a bit of a coolant that spill, that's just boiling off. So that's nothing to worry about. Yeah, I did spill a bit on the belt, but I'm not going through actually draining cooling system. So yeah, I call that a job done. So that's it for this video. Successfully replaced the thermostat, and I'm happy calling it because it don't get up to temperature except when you're stuck in traffic, and it's at down about the quarter mark, which is between, was it 40 and 80 on the gauge. Yeah, so yeah, definitely below optimal operating temperature, and I've seen it on other cars, it's exactly the same. So hope you enjoyed this one. As ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you there.